Welcome back to another episode of the recap. I'm your host, Open Mind, along with your other host, DZ.
What's going on, everybody?
And we back from a long hiatus with our fantasy sports podcast with episode 7, picking up where we left off. Uh, Long story short, y'all, myself, I've had a death in the family. I had to take some time off to, clear my head, get my mind back right. So I was dealing with that. I'm past it now, but I don't think I'm really ever gonna get past it. My brother died. He was killed. He was murdered last month, and I just was dealing with that right there. Is why I just wasn't, I'm mentally there to go public now. So now I'm back, everything back to normal again. Got to be back with my other brother DZ. So I lost, I still got brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a total loss. That was my blood brother, though. You know what I'm saying? We brother from the same mother. Tragic situation. I don't want to get too deep into it, but that's kind of what kept me away and what kept us away for the show. We back, episode 7. We about to get into these lineups, y'all. First of all, DZ, how has your November been? Like, just playing, period. Like, how have you been doing? Good, bad, and
Man, I've been doing good, but this past few days, especially with Thanksgiving and all that, man, I've been busy. It's like I took Friday off, but you might as well just say I was working the whole day.
Right.
And it wasn't just like out shopping. I was out doing stuff that needs to be done while everybody else enjoys spending their money.
Well, so you basically had a normal, a normal November.
Yes.
That's cool, man. It's you pretty much know what's been going on with me. So it's the audience that don't know what's been going on with me.
Yeah.
But my November,
It's rough, man. I understand.
my November has been, you know what it is, up down roller coaster. It's been crazy, but for the most part, we back with the show. I'm glad to be back. I want to jump into these lineups though because I've been playing. I ain't been winning too much, like because I've been half-assed, like doing research because my mind was on family, but I would still throw a lineup in. Like I was to the point where it was like I would get up because I know my day finna be chaotic because I'm dealing with family and a death in the family. So I would go to the bathroom. We old men. We get up. We go sit on the toilet in the morning. That's I think my wife give me shit about it, but I don't care because now I know the truth. In my age, this is what we do. We don't get up to pee. We get up to shit. That's what we do in the morning. Listen, I'll put this out there because what's not going to happen is my wife gonna keep making fun of me like I'm the only old man to do this. Nah, this is what we do. Men get up in the morning, and the first thing they do is run to the toilet. They not peeing. They sitting down, right? So when I'm sitting down. I would go ahead and throw them lineups in there. No research. I ain't even looking at game logs because I'm telling you, it was so hectic and chaotic for me for the last couple of weeks that I didn't have time to look at. I ain't seen no ESPN. I ain't watched no Skip and Shannon. No First Take. I ain't watched no sports, nothing. I've been traveling. If I ain't on an airplane, I've been on the road traveling, driving between state lines. Like I've been busy. I've been out crazy busy, but I still will put the lineups in. So I haven't been doing well, right? I would just have a lineup in there. So what that did for me was that helped me see who's doing what, good, bad, or indifferent, because what my results are on my lineup. So even though I ain't winning no money, I still see those ending stats with the players I'm picking on NBA and NFL. So if I don't win no money, that's research enough for me. That's something that people can take, as advice. Like if you playing fantasy sports, and let's say you don't know who to pick or who to look at, but you just put a lineup in. Look at how your lineup did. Good, bad, or indifferent, doesn't matter. Those stats are still stats. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What production you get out of those picks, whether you won some money or not, you still got that information. So that was my research. I was losing really not winning no money, but these lineups are still in, and I could go click on my history on my when I go make a lineup, you can click on your history and see what lineups you had. So whatever, so even if so right then and there, my screen is telling me this player did this player did that player did this against that team, without reading no game logs, without looking up no roto grinders, without looking at nobody's up streaming about fantasy sports, just straight up my lineups and how they did and the stats that they gave me. And that keeping a mental note of that for the next day, still not winning no money, but still kind of sticking with the guys I picked, maybe a different pick here and there. So since I haven't been doing research, I have been playing, and I said all that to say I think I'm ready to mentally dive into this Sunday's football because I've been playing. So we're gonna start off. Let's do an early slate, but let's start off with tiers. No. Let's do an early slate. The 7 games early slate on
Gotcha.
DraftKings.
No tears.
So if you just joined on Twitter or anywhere else, we're open up your DraftKings. We're doing our lineups with DraftKings. No other app but DraftKings right now. So if you want to follow along with us, we're on DraftKings, and that's where we make our lineups at. And I must, that's the early slate 7 games. What was you gonna say?
No, I was just following this because I thought you said that we were gonna do tiers, so I just have to make sure I'm doing confirmation.
We're just gonna do a tiers, but I couldn't do the early slate, so the next lineup is gonna be a tiers. But this first one, I want to do an early slate lineup.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna still make turbos and stuff, but for the show, we want to cover most of these games. So I want to cover the early slate at least, and then we'll cover the tiers later, for like the afternoon or something, or like an all-day tiers. I don't know yet, but
Gotcha.
right now I want to check out this. I don't remember which one of us did a quarterback last, but I don't mind you going first if you want to just start us off.
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow done stepped up since the last time we was talking about him. Shoot. What do you think about Joe Burrow against Tennessee?
I think that's a good matchup.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Joe Burrow. And I don't think
Joe Burrow?
Yeah. Jamar Chase is questionable. Is he going to play? Yeah, they're looking at that. He's looking at for next week. So, who's been playing? Is it Tyler Boyd or is it T. Higgins that's been the main target? Yeah, I'm gonna go with T. Higgins.
T. Higgins?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see it as a bad pick. I think it's a great pick. Because it's like it don't have to be Jamar Chase. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
He questionable anyway.
Yeah, but it
No,
looks
he not. Never mind. You're right. T. Higgins, because he's not playing. I just looked at his game log. He's not playing. But you know what? Cincinnati's defense is trash. So I think I'm going with Stiff Arm. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Stiff Arm against Tennessee because they defense trash. Who gonna stop Derrick Henry in Cincinnati?
You mean Derrick Henry against the Cincinnati Bengals?
That's what I'm saying. Like who in Cincinnati Bengals is gonna stop Derrick Henry on defense? I need to know.
I don't think anybody gonna stop him.
Yeah, just can't see it happen. So just go ahead and put Derrick Henry in there at the running back. You go ahead and do that, brother.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Who's been the feature back in Baltimore? Has it been Kenyon Drake? No, that's a long shot. Do you think Murray for Denver is good pick going up against Carolina?
You said Murray?
Yeah. 5,000.
Wait, is Murray playing? Wait, which Murray? Okay, which Murray?
Latavius Murray.
Oh no, nah. I mean, if that's the running back you want to pick, like if you want to pick Latavius Murray, go ahead. But that's not a dude I would have wasted a slot on.
Yeah.
Because you got Chubb right there, you got ETN right there. Even Dameon Pierce is decent. He's not a bad back. Like, look at Dameon Pierce's game log. Like, he had a bad game against Washington, but Pierce has been. Then Patterson, you know, is back at full capacity. He not hurt no more. Like Kenyon Drake for the Ravens. You know, yep, because Ravens don't have no starting running back. Kenyon Drake is good. Kenyon Drake to me is better than who you said, Latavius Murray.
Okay, that's
and Murray
true.
Not trash. Murray not trash. I mean, he's been doing his thing since he played for Denver. I'm not saying he's trash. He is a good pick for 5,000 against that Carolina. But I'm saying I'm gonna get better production out of. I'm looking at 5 running backs: Chubb, ETN, Pierce, Patterson, and Kenyon Drake will give me better numbers against the matchup that they got.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Now, Murray is the backup running back.
He is?
Whereas, Murray is not the starter running back. Melvin Gordon is the starter running back.
Melvin Gordon's got cut, bro.
Wait a minute, Gordon get cut. Wait a minute.
Like last week.
Gordon went unclaimed on waivers Tuesday. I missed that. The Broncos cut ties with Gordon on Monday after 2.5 seasons with the record. That's why you saying Murray. Okay, well then I take all of that back. Murray is the candidate. Since that's the case, yeah, that's a good 5,000 running back. So forget all that. Scratch everything I just said. I didn't know that information. I didn't know he got cut. But I told you I haven't been doing no research, right? I have just been picking people, so I don't know who's doing what. So going back to what you said, initially, because of the fact that Gordon is gone, and who was that? The other running back, he's still hurt, ain't he? The other running back for Denver. Yeah, yep.
Got Marlon Mack as his backup, but I don't know what's going on with their running backs in Denver.
Hey, Murray is a decent back because he's a veteran, and the Carolina Panthers defense is trash.
Yeah.
So he's
And I think he's gonna touch the ball the most too. So yeah, that's why I was picking him.
So I think he's a good. That's a good pick as far as that's concerned. Like right there, what you said, because of the circumstance. Yeah. Because I see what you did there. It's a circumstantial pick.
Yeah, because if Gordon was still there, I wouldn't have picked him. But since Gordon's gone, I think that's going to open up Murray as a featured back for Denver.
Okay, so we got Joe Burrow, Derrick Henry, Tavis Murray, and T. Higgins right now. Let me go down here and get this defense out the way, because I don't really know which defense I want to pick. I don't think none of these defenses are going to stop nobody. This is just my take, because I have been watching football. I have been doing research. From the Dolphins all the way down to the Texans, looking at the defensive list, ain't nobody going to stop nobody from scoring from this list. In my personal opinion, the Dolphins ain't stopping the Texans, Broncos ain't stopping the Panthers, the Ravens ain't stopping the Jaguars, the Commanders ain't stopping the Falcons, the Buccaneers are not stopping the Browns, the Jets are not stopping the Bears. The Bears are not stopping the Jets. The Bengals are not going to stop Derrick Henry, right?
That's true.
And the Titans are not going to stop the Bengals. The Panthers are not going to stop Russell Wilson and his newfound running back Latavius Murray, which now Russell Wilson finna look like a better quarterback just by having Murray behind him. The Panthers are not going to stop them. The Falcons ain't going to stop Washington. The Browns ain't going to stop Tampa Bay. The Jaguars ain't going to stop Baltimore. And Houston ain't going to stop Miami. I'm talking about on defense, right?
Yeah.
Now, the Dolphins are going to beat the Texans. Of course, they got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. But I'm saying on defense, Houston Texans can still score the ball. I live in Houston. I'm not rooting for the team. I'm just being unbiased and honest about the production. Houston Texans can and they do score touchdowns against good teams. They lose. They can't close out the game and save their life, but they will put points up. So picking the Dolphins defense just because it looks like they're going to slaughter the Texans, I'm here to tell you, don't spend that $3,900 on the Dolphins and think that because they playing the Texans, they finna just give you some good defensive production. They're not. The Dolphins going to win, but on defense, they're not finna stop Dameon Pierce from running. I could tell you Dameon Pierce probably going to get 110 yards rushing and a touchdown. If he don't get 110 yards, he'll get at least 90 yards. No less than 90 yards from Dameon Pierce, Houston Texans running back, and at least one touchdown. That's production, win or lose. And if you score on your Dolphins defense, you're going to spend $3,900. Broncos defense, they not finna stop the Panthers. The Panthers is probably going to lose the game. I can see Russell Wilson beating the Panthers because the Panthers trash. They got Baker Mayfield. But they still going to score. The Ravens defense is trash. The Commanders defense, trash. All these defenses. The Buccaneers got too many injured players on defense. So I don't see no reason to spend any money on defense. I'll run with the Falcons, right? Because it's $2,900.
That's what I was
Just
thinking.
not because they're going to stop the Commanders, not because the Falcons going to just rush down and have a great game. It's just you got to pick somebody. I don't want to pick Texans, the Jaguars, or the Browns because of who they offense. That's an explosive offense. The Texans got to deal with Tyreek Hill, Tulliver Vega, and I messed his name up. I'm sorry, but the quarterback for the Dolphins and Jalen Waddle, Tua, right?
Yep.
I tried to say his last name. I say his last name right. But the Houston Texans got to deal with that guy on defense. They defense got to deal with that guy. Jaguars got to deal with Lamar Jackson. The Browns got to deal with the Buccaneers, right? They got to deal with a mad, pissed off, divorced Tom Brady who ain't got nothing else to lose. You know what I'm saying? He done got divorced. He done lost all these games. You think this man finna get? He is trying to go to the Super Bowl, and the Buccaneers have been playing ball since his divorce. Since Tom Brady finalized his divorce, he been playing like he trying to win another Super Bowl. So I will not pick the Browns against. I will not pick the Browns on defense.
Yeah,
The Falcons, I don't necessarily. I think they the safest defensive pick. That's a long rant just to say the Falcons is the safest defensive pick as far as like this particular situation is concerned. So I want the Falcons on defense. Get that out the way. We spent $2,900. We still got plenty of money. So we got 4 slots to fill, but we got $20,000. So that means if we can keep everybody at 5,000, we can fill these slots up.
Gotcha. Actually, no, I got one better. Going with Cleveland tight end David Njoku.
Njoku?
Yeah, Njoku.
Yeah, because I just don't see no reason in spending $6,500 on Mark Andrews. Now, Komet is also a good pick against the Jets, but he the same price as Njoku, so we're gonna get Njoku on defense. Got $16,000. Get another wide receiver. I really want Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, but we don't have enough money for either of them dudes. However, I will get Amari Cooper because I've been sleeping on him every week. Not that I don't want to pick him, it's just that I run out of spots. I wanted Amari Cooper every week, and I'm picking him now. Give me Cooper. Wide receiver.
I haven't been sleeping on him.
I said that wrong. Haven't been sleeping on him. Just I didn't put him in the lineup that he should have been in. Like he would be on a squad, but he's not where he belongs, right? The production that he given me is great, but it's not enough because the people I got, other people I got surrounding him is trash. So when I say I'm sleeping on Amari Cooper. I should just put him where he belongs on these good squads. So I'm going to do it now. We got him, Derrick Henry, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Amari Cooper. That's a good. You want Amari Cooper to be mixed in with this good production we finna get out these quick.
I agree. Okay, let's see. I've been clicking around here. We got 10 grand to spend. I want to say Curtis Samuel, but I don't know. That Falcons defense has been something to.
How much is Curtis Samuel?
5,000.
5,000. Yeah, we
Actually,
got $5,000 to spend.
Actually, I got something
These
better.
dudes.
I got something better.
What you got?
What about the Jaguars? Zay Jones, 4,600.
I don't know anything about Zay Jones. Now that's somebody I really been sleeping on. Is Zay Jones. Now I have been snoozing, snoring, sleeping on this dude. So that's all you, brother. I have nothing, no opinion because I ain't been following him.
It's not just that. I'm looking at his targets. He's getting at 4,600, 3, 5, sometimes 10, 5, and he's going up against Baltimore, so that ball is going to be thrown a lot against that Baltimore defense. So
he might be a good low owned pick because he only 4,600 and he get. I'm looking at his stats now. All these extra targets he getting. Yep. It's just your question, fam. I've been sleeping on Zay Jones. I don't know. I ain't been paying attention to that dude. Like I don't even see him on winning squad. So he just been a person that's just been quiet. I do see somebody else I like though. The last pick we got $5,600. I like Cortland Sutton against Carolina over who they offering me right now with Samaj Perrin, Foreman, Carter, and Gibson. Like, if I had to just pick somebody right now, I wouldn't mind just rolling with Sutton because Carolina's like Carolina not finna stop Sutton. Put it like this: with Latavius Murray being a good running back, he's a vet, but I've been watching the Broncos play. I've been watching them play. Like if I catch their games on TV, I watch that game. I want to see how Russell Wilson win or lose. I want to see how he handling this new team. He ain't had no good running back, which is why they've been losing. Melvin Gordon been trash. In other words, if your running back is trash, your quarterback gonna be trash. Right? Russell Wilson is getting older. He can't scramble like he used to. He need to play action. So if with Latavius Murray being the threat that he is, watching him plow through these dudes, old man Latavius Murray still plowing through dudes. Like he's a power back. Okay, so no, he's not a Derrick Henry, but Latavius Murray, look at his game log. Okay, so Russell Wilson can play action off of Latavius Murray and throw that ball to Sutton. I'm finna enter this lineup. I'm finna enter this lineup. Because if I don't do it, I'm gonna forget. I'm finna enter this joint now, so we can jump into tiers now. I didn't want to get too long with it on there because we got, I don't want the show to drag out too much. So let's
tiers in the afternoon.
Tiers. Let me see.
It's either afternoon or prime time, unless you're trying to do 11 games.
Hold on. Like tiers. I really don't mind doing 11 games, right? We've been going a while, so it's not the norm. Next week we'll go back to doing like the turbos and stuff. So let's do an 11 game tiers. Let's go ahead.
Oh boy, that should be fun.
Yeah. Scared money don't make money, bro.
That's
Scared
true.
money don't make money.
That is very true.
And this is me talking to myself because I hate playing all day. I'm preaching to myself. Like it sounds like I'm preaching to you, but it's really me because I'm the person who don't like playing all day. I like the turbos because it's isolated and I ain't got to worry about the rest of the NFL. But I'm gonna put me in the pump, right? My brother. Rest in peace to my brother. He taught me how to fight. He made me tough. So let me stop being the pump. right? And it's played all day. So you pick the quarterback, which proud of you. I like that Joe Burrow pick against the Tennessee Titans because that's a good matchup, right? Joe Burrow should, emphasis on should, have a great game against Tennessee Titans defense. And Henry should have a great game against the Bengals defense. I still call the Bengals winning this game probably. I can't give you a score because that's something I'm just not good at. But I say the Bengals is going to win and the Titans is going to be close. It's not going to be a slaughter. Derrick Henry about to give you 2 touchdowns. And I can see not Tannehill, the other quarterback, the little black dude, because Tannehill's out. I could see somebody throwing a tight end a touchdown pass, right? Or some unknown person catching the ball on a trick play. But Derrick Henry going to get 2 touchdowns in this game. They not going to win. Derrick Henry getting 2 touchdowns. I don't know if he going to get a bunch of yards because Derrick Henry need to break out to get his production comes from breakout runs. But if you look at Derrick Henry, he only averaged like 5 yards a carry. Yes, he averaging his yards per carry is what it is because of his breakout runs. But if Derrick Henry don't get a breakout run, he only gonna give you 3-4 yards because he's not fast. He's just strong. And if he don't get that good breakaway, he's not gonna really give you too much. I watched Derrick Henry play. Now I see why sometimes it look like he having a bad game or it's like you pick Derrick Henry and he had a good matchup and he give you that weak numbers. Mm-hmm. That's because Derrick Henry is not that good of a running back as far as like charisma. He's just strong. And if you a strong person and you coming at he's 6'5" and he almost 300 pounds, 280 something, coming at you at full speed, well, you're not gonna come at him and tackle him head on. You're gonna kind of like tackle him on the side. And that's why it takes 2-3 people to bring him down because they dragging him down. Them guys don't want to take that head-on collision from him because he'll plow right into you. Really, it's like the defense don't hit him head-on. He's hitting them. They're not hitting him. So and everybody's trying to avoid injury when it comes to Derrick Henry when they tackle him. I see how they play. So they grab at his feet. A lot of the defensive players who play against Derrick Henry grab at his feet when they tackle him. Like they catch him out the backfield and they dive straight for his feet. They do not try to bring him down. They do not try to muscle him to the ground. And they grab at his feet. And since he's so big and strong and clunky, he trip and fall all the time. Derrick Henry trips and falls because he's not tripping and falling. They tackling him. They grabbing at his feet when they diving at his feet. They pushing he be running, and the defender will push his leg just enough to where it don't break his ankle or injure him, but it'll trip him up and he'll fall. And he only get 2 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards. It takes him till the third quarter for him to really get going, Derrick Henry. Mm-hmm. But I think against the Bengals defense, I think he's gonna have some breakout runs because their defensive line is hurting right now. They got second and third stringers in there. Maybe they strong, maybe they big, but do they know their assignment, right? Do they know where they're supposed to be on the field? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, stuff like that. Look, situations like that, no matter how much you can bench press, no matter how strong you are or how athletic you are, if you don't know your assignment on the field, you're going to miss that tackle. You're going to miss that fake or that play action. You see Derrick Henry coming. Does he have the ball or is he cuffing it like he got the ball? Like if you don't know where you're supposed to be at because you a third stringer, that's why you third string for a reason, because in practice you don't know your assignment and you failing too much. That's why they put you in second and third string, because it's about awareness. It's about situational awareness. Are you where you supposed to be on the field at all times? When we run these audible plays, when we do these plays and we call these plays in the defensive huddle, do you know where you're supposed to be when that ball snaps? That's why we got second and third stringers, and that's why it's the pros can exploit those second and third stringers, because it's not that they suck or that they don't know how to play football. It's just that they don't know the playbook. They're not executing the way the other starters are. which is why they second and third string. That's what Derrick Henry finna play against. So he should have a good game. I just don't think he gonna break out till like the third quarter.
Okay. I can agree to that.
I don't think you ain't gonna see him flaming on your lineup for a whole hour or two. Like he gonna be ice cold on your lineup, but he'll eventually pick up the pace and start picking it up. I could see him breaking 100 yards, but I don't know if I don't know if he's gonna have a 200-yard rushing day. But I can see him giving me 2 touchdowns and maybe 100 yards or 90 yards, right? And if he give you that, that's great production for that practice. All right, rambled enough, ran my mouth enough. Let's pick a quarterback for the Tiers. Lamar Jackson against the Rams. No, Lamar Jackson against the Jaguars. Patrick Mahomes against the Rams. I want to go with Tua against Houston.
Gotcha.
The best matchup because even though Mahomes is probably finna smoke the Rams, you know what? Never mind. Give me Pat Mahomes. Never mind. He finna smoke the Rams.
I don't know why, but he does it.
It's Tiers, right?
Yeah.
We don't have to spend no money. If we ain't got to spend no money, we just picking people. It's Tiers. So if you could, I feel like this. If you could get Patrick Mahomes, get Patrick Mahomes, because I rarely pick him on these lineups because he costs too much. He eats up too much of my money for me to be picking him at quarterback when, yes, he's going to give you the Patrick Mahomes production. Hey, I'm not saying he trash. I'm saying it's a double-edged sword. He costs too much, but he gon' perform, but it's like, dang, I got to sacrifice too much to get him. Because other players going to play good too, and I can't get none of that production because I spent all this money on Mahomes. Well, in Tiers, we ain't got to worry about that. And it's all-day Tiers, you better have a strong quarterback. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that's true. I'm looking at Tier 2. I would go with Derrick Henry, but you know what? I don't know. I like Christian McCaffrey going up against New Orleans. I really do.
I don't know if I like that.
You said you don't know if you like that?
Over the options? That's okay, so let me see if I can
persuade me.
I can offer perspective here. So before we continue with this pick, before we settle in on Christian McCaffrey, which is not a bad pick, saying let's consider the other options that we got. Bam. Tyreek Hill against Houston. Nobody in Houston is going to stop Tyreek Hill from having a great game. In fact, Tyreek Hill is probably going to break the slate against Houston, Texas defense. He's probably going to break the slate. Either him or Jalen Waddle, right? Mm-hmm. So either Tyreek Hill going to break the slate against Houston or Jalen Waddle going to break the slate, or they both going to have equal games like they did that one time, right? The game where Tua got injured out and concussion, they both had 170 yards apiece and 2 touchdowns apiece. So I can see one of them or both of them having a great game against the Houston Texans defense. The Houston Texans are good on offense. Their defense is trash. The Houston Texans are a glass cannon. They good on offense. Davis Mills so far has impressed me, I should say, the least. Not a Texans fan, but I live here. I see their games. Davis Mills, in other words, I sleep on Davis Mills. I never pick him, but I watch him play on TV, and I'm like, okay, he's doing pretty good. It doesn't translate well on your fantasy because he only squeezing out like 15 points, 14 points. But watching Davis Mills play, he's completing his passes, he's making plays. They not winning the game, but he completing his passes, he's making plays. And for him to be a rookie quarterback, I can say the dude ain't trash. He just ain't fantasy sports worthy. And I say that to say, that's why I say that Houston Texans are also going to score against the Dolphins. They're going to put some points up. They're just not going to win. That's Tyreek Hill. Kelsey finna go off against the Rams because it's the Rams and it's Kelsey, right? Without going into depth, no long-windedness. It's Kelsey against the Rams, and Kelsey's going to have a great game. Kelsey's going to have a monster game. Devontae Adams against the Seattle Seahawks. I think he's going to have a good game, but I think McCaffrey could probably have a better game than Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams ain't gonna have a bad game, but I think Christian McCaffrey because of his matchup. Because I've been sleeping on the Seahawks, and they've been surprising me every week. I say Devontae Adams gonna have double-digit game, but not necessarily like a big game. Derrick Henry, we already got Derrick Henry. He's finna go off on Cincinnati. So I'm saying Christian McCaffrey, in my opinion, is better than Devontae Adams on this list. But that's it. For the matchup, the Seahawks, I think is gonna give Devontae Adams a little bit of a problem, but I think he'll still push out maybe 75, 80 yards in a touchdown. Right? I can see Devontae Adams giving me, if not 100 yards, no less than 80 receiving yards, maybe about 7, 8 catches, bunch of targets, but actual catches, probably 7 or 8 catches, about 80 yards and a touchdown against the Seattle defense. Because the Seattle defense says they can't stop nobody, but then again, they can stop people. It's like, we've been watching Seattle play and they've been surprising us. And I'm going to stop sleeping on it. Even Geno Smith, I got to stop sleeping on Geno Smith. I got to stop sleeping on these Seahawks because every week they prove me wrong every week. And I'm not going online or on record saying that they're going to lose. In my mind, I'm thinking it. When I go pick these lineups, I sleep on the Seahawks. I don't pick Geno Smith. I don't pick a Seahawk. And every time I don't pick a Seahawk, these dudes is flaming on my lineup on defense. So Devontae Adams is going to have a good game, but McCaffrey's probably going to do better against them. Sorry, New Orleans Saints.
That's true.
However, I think Derrick Henry, Kelsey, and Hill are going to have better games than both of them two.
Let me look at this real quick. Yeah, because I think McCaffrey shares that backfield with Mitchell. You know what? You got Pat Mahomes. I'm going to go Tyreek. I mean, not Tyreek, but Travis Kelsey.
Well, Kelsey, all right. Yeah, because I got Mahomes. That makes sense. Okay, so Austin Eckler, DeAndre Hopkins, Nick Chubb, and Jalen Waddle. Well, I like Eckler, especially against some trash Cardinals. But I'm going to take Jalen Waddle because we don't have Tyreek Hill. So give me Jalen Waddle.
Gotcha. Jeez. Yeah. Alvin Kamara, he shouldn't do anything against San Francisco. Mike Evans against Cleveland.
Don't sleep on ETN, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Don't sleep on ETN because I have been sleeping on ETN, Travis, and I just don't want to keep doing this to myself. So don't sleep on them. If not here in the tiers, go somewhere offline and put ETN on one of your lineups. If not a showdown game, if you just don't want to do it in the tournament, play showdown Baltimore Ravens against the Jaguars and put ETN on your showdown. But pick this dude because he has been balling.
That's true.
He been balling, and just because he's not a household name or a star, don't mean I'm going to ignore him. I'm looking at player production. I don't care about stars. I don't care about names. I care about getting this money and the player production. And if your name is Travis Etienne and ain't nobody ever heard of you, I heard of you and I see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say that. Don't sleep on them. That's all.
Let's see. Higgins, he should do very well against that Cincinnati defense. Well, Tennessee pass defense. I still like Higgins in this one.
You still like Higgins?
I still like Higgins.
I ain't mad at.
Well, good luck on good luck on your tier 5 quarterback choice.
No, I. Oh, wow. Wow.
We just talked about Geno Smith.
I'm picking Geno Smith, bro. I'm picking Geno motherfucking Smith against the weak ass No,
I don't know where he came from. It was like back in the day, you just did not pick him.
it's week 9 or week 10 of football. I've lost track.
I think we stopped at week 6. Took 2 weeks on. This might be week 9.
So until further notice, till I get accurate info, let's say this is week 9 of football, right?
Mm-hmm.
For 9 weeks, I have slept on Geno motherfucking Smith at the Seahawks, right?
Mm-hmm.
From week 1 to week 8, I have avoided. I custodied it to myself. I see the lineup. I see who won, and this motherfucker got Geno. I said, who in the fuck is Geno Smith, and why does this man keep flaming every week? Win or lose, he's losing some games, but he's still flaming on these lineups. He is putting out points. Look at his game log right now. Anybody who's listening, bring up your game log right now and follow us before we continue. If you're watching, listen. Game log Geno Smith right now. And we're going to go all the way back to the week 1 of football. He had one bad game against the 49ers, which is week 2. It's been, so we're in week 10. No, we're in week 11 right now.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
Week 11, right? Because I'm looking at the game log. The last week of football is week 10. So officially, week 11, for 11 weeks, I have slept on Geno Smith, right? I want y'all to bring your game log up and turn with me to your page where it say FPTS. Look at that column. And start from the top and go all the way down to the bottom. He had one bad game against the 49ers, which was week 2. Every game after that, he has been solid. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Now,
sure.
I don't have a qualm or no vendetta against Geno Smith. He's just a person that just hasn't been playing football for the last 5 years. He's been on team, but he's been a second stringer, a backup. He ain't touched the field. So I'm like, okay, Geno Smith is taking over for Russell Wilson. All right, whatever. Just completely wrote him off in my head. Well, look at that production right there. And he got a good matchup. He's been doing this against good teams. Good teams he's been doing this to.
Yeah.
He torched New Orleans. He torched them. Look what he did to the Buccaneers. Look what he did to the Arizona Cardinals. Look what he did to the Giants. He survived the Chargers defense. 202 touchdowns. And he survived the Chargers, man. The Chargers, he survived that. Chargers got the best defense in the league next to the Cowboys. The Chargers and the Cowboys got the best defense in the league right now. At least on paper. Now, how they've been performing is different. The players that's on paper, the Chargers got Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, and I can't think of the 2 cornerbacks right now. One of their cornerbacks is he got the big contract. He got the biggest contract of a cornerback for the Chargers. And I forget the safety. So I can't think of their names right now, but the safety and the cornerback for the Chargers, then Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack linebackers on defense for the Chargers. And then he survived that. Geno Smith survived that. So with that said, I'm rocking with Geno, bro. I'm tired of sleeping on dude and everybody getting this money and I'm not getting. He got a good matchup with the Raiders. I don't know who's going to win. I'm not saying Geno going to win. I don't care if he wins. I want that production he finna give me for the Raiders because he finna give it to me.
Yeah.
And he can scramble. So he ain't got to throw the ball to nobody. He can rush touchdown in.
That's true. Yeah, he has been quite a show lately.
See them numbers?
Yeah.
Numbers don't lie, bro. Numbers ain't lying, bro. Those are numbers.
Those are not bad numbers either.
Great number.
All right. We're on tier 6. Well, I can't pick Metcalf. I'm not. I'm going to go with my boy Christian Kirk.
Chris Kirk.
Yep.
He's been your saving grace this whole season. He's been your saving grace.
Wow.
Since I got Joe Smith, I'm going to go ahead and roll with Tyler Lockett. No, I'm not going to roll with Tyler Lockett. I don't even need him to throw the ball to nobody. Because Geno Smith can just give me his production by itself. Give me Amari Cooper on this.
Gotcha, against Tampa Bay. Yeah, I agree with that one. McLaurin, Palmer.
Amari Cooper torched the Buffalo Bills like that. Yo, he had 113 yards, 2 touchdowns, 12 targets against the Bills. Yo,
This
give me
is
Amari.
this how I feel when it comes to Amari Cooper. He should have been doing that in Dallas.
Well, it's the playbook.
That's true. Okay, for tier 8, I'm looking at everybody, but I think a lot of people are going to sleep on Murray, so I'm going to go with Murray.
Yeah, because we got pretty much. I mean, put it like this: I'm gonna pick. Murray's a good pick. I have no qualms about it. But if we go down the list, McLaurin, Palmer, Boyd, Gibson, Sutton, man, all these guys on this tier 8 is pretty much gonna be mediocre.
Yep.
You're gonna get mediocre numbers out of all these. McLaurin has been a disappointment this season. Like for him to be the star receiver over there, to me he's been disappointment. He's been average at best. He had 2 good games. The game against Philadelphia, 3 good games. The game against Philadelphia, the game against Indiana, and the game against Philadelphia again. He does well against Philly on a defensive back, but pretty much, man, like McLaurin has been disappointing. So if not picking him is not a big deal. I think Murray's going to have a great game. With Gordon out, and there's no other running back there to challenge Murray, okay, Murray's finna act a fool against Carolina Panthers.
That's true. He should.
That's $5,000 that he cost. That's a steal. I'm glad you picked that up because I'm sitting here thinking about Gordon. I wasn't doing no research because I've been busy with the family, so I would have known that he was cut, and I probably would have suggested Murray myself because it's all about who playing, who actually on the team, who gonna start, and who not gonna start. If Gordon is cut, and then Williams is still injured on injured reserve, that leaves Murray by himself, and that gives Russell Wilson play action. He can work off that play action. So I'm going to enter this squad.
And a pure power back.
Enter that squad. We have to go into the NBA. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just do one NBA tiers and close out the show. We don't have to do 2 NBA squads. We've been on the show long enough. Let's do an NBA tiers, the 5-game joint.
Gotcha. Oh wow. Sheesh. Tatum's out. Look at Doncic.
And Embiid is not going to play.
Okay.
Embiid,
they just have a questionable tag, but yeah, they say he's out for Sunday's game.
So you ain't got but 2 to pick from.
I'm going Luka.
Of course you're going Luka.
I'm not.
Of course.
I mean, I don't mind Giannis, but yeah, this is Dallas, and there ain't too many people that can stop Luka.
Yeah, most definitely. I don't necessarily want Ja Morant.
I don't blame you.
I don't necessarily want him because he's volatile. He's good. He should go off, but will he go off?
That's the question.
That's the question. And the fact that I have to question that makes me not comfortable. I'd rather go with the safe pick and pick Bradley Beal since Tatum is out.
You sure? Is he gonna survive with Smart and what's the other guy? Brown?
I mean, I ain't saying the Wizards gonna win. I'm saying Tatum is not there to block shots. So Beal gonna get his numbers in. I ain't saying that they can still. Boston don't need Tatum to beat Wizards, but Tatum ain't there to intimidate Bradley Beal. Like whoever checking Bradley Beal, which would have been not Tatum wouldn't have been checking him, but they do zone defense in Boston. So Tatum blocks shots. Tatum is defensive, right? Mm-hmm. Tatum plays defense. He's a good defender as well as he's an all-around player. Well, he's not there to disrupt the game defensively. No, he's not checking Bradley Beal, but he can still put pressure on Beal. He can, he can do defensive stuff. He's not there. You got Smart, Jaylen Brown. They finna be trading points, man. Bradley Beal finna be dropping threes, bro. Like he wouldn't be able to shoot threes so comfortably with Tatum there. Now that Tatum's out, Bradley Beal finna have a good game. I still think they're gonna lose. Bradley Beal's gonna have a good game.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've been checking out tier 3. I think everybody's gonna like Jaylen Brown.
With Tatum out, of course. That's a high own.
Yeah. Personally, I understand why everybody's gonna go Jaylen Brown. But what's your thoughts about Randall?
My thoughts about Randall?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. I mean, he got a good matchup.
That's exactly what I was looking at. I'm looking
I
at
say, yeah. I'll say either Jaylen Brown or Randall for the number for that.
Yeah, I'm going Randall.
Okay. Let's see, Randall. I don't want Brunson. Even he's questionable. I don't care. I wasn't gonna pick him anyway. Let's see. Mobley, Tobias Harris. You know who I want?
Melton.
Nah, I know you don't. I said it's to shock you. I want Bobo.
Yeah, with no Embiid. Yeah, I can see that.
Bobo. He is better than his dad, is he not?
Yes, he is.
He is way better than Manute Bol. You understand me? I want Bobo because this little young boy been balling. This young kid who is a product of his father, Manute Bol, he is making Manute Bol proud out here in these NBA streets. Give me Bobo. Give me Bobo. Come on, Bo. I'm a fan. I am a fan of Bobo. I am.
Oh man, let's see. Jaren Jackson's back, but I don't know if I want him against them Knicks.
We said it again. I hear you.
I said I see Jaren Jackson's back, but I don't want him against them Knicks. I see Drew against Dallas, but Luka ain't gonna. I don't think Luka's gonna buy that.
Getting down to the wire.
Yeah, I like Brooks. What's your thoughts?
Safe pick. It's either Brooks or Wagner. For me, anyway.
I want Brooks.
All right. So last pick of the night to close out the show. Oh man, I can't get both of them, y'all. I can't get both of these dudes. I want both of these dudes, man.
Ooh.
I want Brooks and Bobby Portis.
Really?
But I can get both of them. If I could get both of them, I'd get both of them. But I can't because
against Dallas. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, that's.
But you know what? I have my pick. It's not the pick I want. It's the pick that makes more sense. I don't want this guy. I'm say this, and this happens to me a lot. I be making lineups. I be picking dudes I don't want. I be sending you screenshots, and you be like, "Yeah, lineup look dope." And in my mind, I'm like, "It might look dope, but there's two people on that squad that I really don't want, but I don't have a choice because I gotta pick them because of the situation."
That's true.
It's like the lineups that I send you, I don't like them. I don't like. I pick the dudes. I don't want to submit it the damn lineup, and I sent it to you so you can look at it. You be like, "Yo, that's dope." In my mind, I'm like, I don't like this fucking squad. I don't like it, but I have to pick these guys because of the circumstances I'm in. Like right now, we in tier 6. We got a circumstance we in. I'm looking at everybody's game log without bringing it up on your screen because I'm on my own screen here. Everybody's game log is on this tier 6. In my opinion, is not going to do what Barrett's going to do. So give me Barrett. RJ.
Wow. You don't think Milton's going to go off?
I don't think Milton's gonna go off because I've been picking him every day and he never goes off for me. Milton has been ice cold every time I pick him. He been ice cold for me. He ain't giving me the numbers. He had a good game the other day, but he ain't. He's when I pick Milton, he don't give me what I need from him.
That's true. Yeah, he was very efficient last game. Yeah, I don't.
That last game, one game,
He might not do that again.
He's not gonna do that again. So give me RJ Barrett, who at least is consistent with his 40s.
Gotcha.
His 40s are consistent.
All right. Well, we're looking at this like Luka, Bill, Randall, Boy, Brooks, and RJ Barrett.
That's enter.
Gotcha. We're in.
Well, that is the show for today. Man, it's been a minute. We're gonna try to stay on track this time without I can't control the interruptions in the family, but what happened. But we had 2 weeks off, a little hiatus, getting back on track. Fantasy Sports Podcast. Check us out again next week, same time, same place. For episode 7, episode 8 next week. We're gonna cover football and basketball again. Week 12 of football. Subscribe, share with your peoples, follow us, support us. We love y'all. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Open Mind, along with your other host, DZ.
Good morning. Good night, everyone.
Happy drafting. Peace.